Let's begin! You can twist the future. That's what I believe. I want to fight for a future where everyone can smile, because a world without people laughing is a dark place.
Give up already. It's like I told you heroes earlier. You're all going to die!
I won't let that happen! I'll stop you no matter what it takes! One blow to the head! Manchester Smash!
You're infected.
Not good.
Young Midoriya, you never do what you're told, do you?
Ah! Let's begin! As news of what happened in Kaminoku spread, people all over the world were devastated. Our superhero society changed overnight. The next day, All Might summoned me to the beach. There, he punched me. After that, he told me he couldn't fight anymore. It was over. The symbol of peace was actually retiring.
Texas Smash! You've made a promise, but as it turns out, you can't keep your word. If you kids had gotten hurt, everything would have been in vain. Got some bad influences. The last sparks of One for All have left me. I can barely use my muscle form. I can't protect you when you get yourself in trouble now. You're always rushing to help people, no matter the danger. Destroying your body over and over. And then at Kaminoku, you managed to rescue your friend without being injured or getting into a fight. I'm so proud of you. From here on out, I will devote myself to training you. You're stuck with me, so let's work hard.
He punched me, but I barely felt the stinging on my cheek. And that's when I knew it was actually true. All Might's reign was over. I couldn't keep worrying about getting stronger, because I had to improve. As I sat there crying in All Might's arms, I remembered the first days of our training.
Young Midoriya, it's tutorial time! First, let's see if you can perform each type of move. This training will make you strong for the future. It's more about getting used to battle than learning. In the past, I also thumped my mentor, and I'll save that story for another time. Anyway, let's continue!
Kick
Boom!
Come on! This time! I'm gonna kick your butt! Eat feet! Let's turn it up! Kick! My legs are my new weapon! Stay down!
Hey!
I'm gonna beat you down! I'm gonna kick your butt! This is exciting!
Hey, what's wrong?
I'm working. I have the timing!
It looks like you can perform all of your moves. Now let's use them in a real fight.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
I'm not getting anywhere! Stand out! Eat foot!
I am awake!
Here's
I
the
won't
ball!
perish! I can't shame myself.
Win!
All right! I'm starting to get it! Amazing!
It's so crazy. Out of all the paths my life could have taken, I met the greatest hero in the world. And he chose me as his successor. I have to keep running toward my goals at full speed and help create a bright future.
Now, it's your turn.
All Might, I swear, I'll become a hero like you. No matter what. Now it's...
Let's begin! Shoot style is the very embodiment of me!
It's fine now, because I am here! I'm glad you're here, young Midoriya. This is part 2 of the tutorial. We're going to practice minor techniques. Okay, get ready to test all of the moves. I like that you want to learn, you hard-working little whippersnapper. Actually, if you listen to your mentor and get stubbornly told to think about that yourself, and you always get the tar beat out of you, well, that's enough of that. Anyway, let's go beyond! Hey, what's wrong?
Eat foot! I'm giving it my all! Cut it
Boom! Radiant!
I'm okay! Deflect!
Hey, what's wrong?
Leave it to me!
I'm not getting it! Cut it
Hey, what's wrong?
Here I come! Cut it Deflect! I'm gonna finish this! I'm furious!
Pierce!
Just affect me! Cut it
Leave it to me!
Everyone! I'm not getting anywhere! Can't stop me! Need backup!
I'm a bird!
I'm not getting anywhere!
me!
Deflect!
Just quit! And that... Hey, what's wrong? Powerful!
I have the timing! Need backup!
So high! Boom!
Cut it through! Everyone?
Hey, what's wrong?
I'm gonna finish this!
Pierce!
My legs are my new weapon! Everyone? 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 Need backup!
I'm a bird!
I'm not getting anywhere!
Hey!
Is that it? Here I come! Here's a cat!
What a throw!
Come on! Need backup!
Leave it to me!
It's a throw!
Eat flesh! Here I come! Deflect! I'm furious!
Pierce!
Here I come!
Leave it to me!
Just get started! I'm gonna beat you down!
Boom! Powerful!
Okay! Cutting through!
Pierce!
I'm not getting anywhere! Deflect!
Just quit!
Okay!
Radiant!
Doesn't affect me! Cutting through! Stay down! Need
Leave it to me!
I'm not getting anywhere! I'm gonna beat you down! Deflect! Cutting through!
Boom!
Deflect!
What a throw!
Cutting through!
You're getting into it now! Looking good! Let's go on to the next stage. Fill one charge of the Plus Ultra gauge and try unleashing a Plus Ultra 1. When you go at it, you get all worked and yell this: Smash!
Gotta make the most of my efforts! Let's turn it up! I have the timing! Right!
Good job! Next is Plus Ultra 2. Build up 2 bars of your Plus Ultra gauge and give it a shot.
I'm not getting anywhere!
Radiant!
I feel so strong! Gotta find more power! I'll show you!
Oh my goodness! Build up 1 full bar of your Plus Ultra gauge and release a Sidekick Plus Ultra!
Need backup! Everyone! Need backup!
Leave it to me!
Everyone! Everyone! Need backup!
So high!
Everyone need backup! Need backup!
Leave it to me!
Everyone!
Leave it to me!
Everyone! Everyone!
I'm a bird!
Leave it to me!
Everyone!
Leave it to me!
Don't drop me!
Leave it to me!
I'm a bird!
I'm not getting anywhere!
Leave it to me!
So high!
Everyone!
I'm a bird!
Leave it to me! Leave it to me!
Everyone!
I'm a
Leave
bird!
it to me!
So high!
Everyone!
Don't drop me!
Leave it to me!
Run so high!
Leave it to me! Leave it to me!
Don't drop me!
Leave it to me!
Everyone!
So high!
Leave it to me!
I'm not getting anywhere! Kick technique!
This should be enough.
Okay. Here's the final technique. Build up 3 full bars of your Plus Ultra gauge and unleash the Plus Ultra All!
I'm not getting anywhere!
Leave it to me!
Just getting started! Come on! Kick! This time, I'm gonna kick your butt! Kick technique! Here's a kick!
Boom!
Let's move out!
Understood!
Gotta make the most of my effort! Oh, it's fierce! I have the timing! Charge! I'm gonna keep you down!
It looks like you were able to perform all of the moves. Let's practice one last time. Young Midoriya, show me your Plus Ultra!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
I'm not getting anywhere! Stay down!
Leave it to me!
I'm not getting anywhere! Here I come!
I won't dash!
I feel so strong! Gotta find more power! I'll show you!
Can't shame myself.
Win!
All right! I'm starting to get it! Amazing!
It wasn't just All Might's quirk.
Let's begin!
After saving Bakugo, we took him to talk to the police.
Then it took half a day to get home from Kaminoku. I kept wondering, what impact would All Might's retirement have? Who would be the #1 hero now?
There you are, Shoto. I was afraid something had happened to you. You could have at least responded to some of my messages, you know. At least you're okay. So, Dad's been in a mood since he got back. You should go see him.
Watch it. You're going to demolish our house.
Shoto, get over here. We should talk.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
I'm sure you've heard. That fool's no longer the top hero, which means it's #2. No, I can't accept this. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Freeze. Then saying, it's your turn? What a ridiculous warning to criminals. What was he thinking? My entire life, I've tried to close the gap between me and All Might. And now, he's done. But I should have earned his spot by beating him, not because he failed. Nice and now, I'm sure the League of Villains will make a move.
Stand back.
Criminals will come out of hiding. The underworld will become more active. Without the fear of All Might, those who lurk in the shadows will feel braver and not hesitate to move into the... So unsightly.
Win!
I can't stop. I won't stop. Amazing. Right. Of course. Another rant from my old man. How many of those have I heard? Although, he did seem pretty emotional this time. Well, I suppose, in the end, he's just trying to do what he thinks is best.
Just wait. I'll reach the top in my own way.
We managed to save Bakugo.
Let's begin!
After the Kaminoku incident, UA decided to move its hero students on campus. Given everything that had happened, it was for our own protection. But before we could start packing our bags, the school needed consent from everyone's guardians, so the teachers did home visits. Before I knew it, All Might was at my house!
I'll be frank with you. Ever since enrolling at UA, my baby just keeps getting hurt. I won't allow Izuku to move into the dorms.
I shouldn't have been surprised. I'd been ignoring my mother's feelings for so long. How many times has she seen me bloody and broken after fighting villains? But still... Look, Mom! All Might, you too! At the hospital, I got this letter thanking me. It's from Koda. He's the boy I saved at the training camp, and this made me feel like a real hero. That's what I'm meant to be, so I won't stop. That means I'll keep training even if I'm not at UA.
Listening to you, I can tell you're on your own path, not just following in my footsteps. That's good. And I know that learning from heroes will help you achieve your goals. So please, ma'am, I believe that young Izuku is the right person to succeed me. He is my choice to become the world's next symbol of peace. So please, will you allow me to devote myself to helping your son? We will go beyond. I will walk beside him and lift him up. Even if it costs me my life, I swear I'll protect him.
No. All Might. You are Izuku's reason for living. So don't give up your life. He needs you to raise him and keep him safe. If you can promise me you'll do that, then he can return to UA.
I promise you.
Your idol is impressed with you. I'm sure that's one of the happiest things that's ever happened to you. But listen, if you're staying at UA, you have to keep out of trouble. Izuku, be careful.
I will. I won't make you worry. So, let's begin. In mid-August, I packed my bags and moved out. I'd now be living in the dorms along with my classmates. Our building was called Heights Alliance, located on the edge of UA's campus, about a 5-minute walk from the main school.
Given everything that's happened recently, I'm glad our class is here safely. Now then, I'll explain how your dorm assignments will work shortly. But first, this is important. Listen well. Todoroki, Kirishima, Midoriya, Yaoyorozu, Ida. You 5 are the ones who broke the rules and went to rescue Bakugo that night.
Ribbit?
As for the rest of you, I assume you were at least aware of their plan. Normally, you'd all be expelled. You betrayed the trust of your teachers. Even if it was to keep your friends from getting into trouble, they could have died. I hope each of you understands that. However, we can't kick out students while the League is out there. Who knows what they could be plotting next? So, in order to regain our confidence, you'll need to obey our every rule and live as model students. Got it? Now, look alive. Enjoy your new home.
Wait, that's it? Pretty crappy pep talk. We're like disappointments. I feel so lame. Dumbass, come here! Huh? Wait, why? What's up? Final round! Ready? Clash! Bring him down! Loser! That wasn't a waste! Bombardment! Lightning! Oh, you wanna... tickle! Charge! Electric attack! Electric bastard! Got a problem! Explode! Beware of lightning strikes! Loser! Get lost! Retaliate! Shaking your tickles! Explode! That wasn't a wasted shot! Electric! Shut up already! Win! Lightning! Battery fully charged! That wasn't a wasted shot! Tickles! Shake and tremble! Back off! I'll blast you! The flow! Blast the... Problems okay? Admiration was wrong? Lose! Yeah! How was my electricity? Final round! Ready? Clash! Bring him down! Get lost! Hold away! Just explode! Bombardment! Lightning! I'll blast you! Don't be a jerk! I'll crush you! Electric attack! Blast off! Get lost! Bombardment! I'll crush you! I'll just explode! Shocking, right? Got a problem? Messed up. Win! Come on! Let me enjoy this a bit! Amazing!
Man, what was that for? He's fried, Bakugo.
You losers all sounded depressed. It was getting annoying.
Oh man, what a moron. You're so helpless.
Laugh at this idiot and move on.
I guess sometimes it's good to blow off steam.
It's only...
Let's begin!
I didn't really get why imitating All Might was such a bad thing, but I knew I had to do something to keep up. So I went down to the development studio to get some expert advice and found an explosion waiting for me. Wait, no, that was just Mei Hatsume from the support course. So this high-tech baby senses muscle contractions and improves your movements? That's great! But actually, I needed something for my arms.
An electric booster that can cool anything that gives off heat? That's perfect for my radiators. Ah! Hold on! My quirk is in my legs, you mad woman!
That's true, but think of it this way. If you're wanting to let your legs cool down, then why don't you just run with your arms instead? Brilliant!
Hold on. Maybe she has a point. Oh, I think I've got it!
Designer doesn't get weighed down by common sense. I try out new things every day. Now, any other requests? Ooh, how about this?
4 days after visiting the development studio, I was back at Gym Gamma. It was my first training session with my new gear.
Not an explosion from my entire hand, but a blast from a single concentrated point. Take this! AP shot! Hey, watch out!
All Might, above you!
That's right. You're doing great. Show those faux villains what you've learned.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
All Might's signature moves usually involve his fists. Since I inherited One for All from him, I tried to do the same thing, copying his every technique. But even if my arms are messed up, I can still use my legs. It's so obvious that I didn't even realize it. Shoot! This is my move. One for all, full cowling. Shoot style!
Respect me! Take this! I'll hold you back! Gotta make the most of my effort! Always fierce in a fight! Just getting started! Charge!
Class Ultra! Win!
All right! I'm starting to get it!
Amazing!
Dude, Midoriya! You swooped in and wasted that rock!
It's these new souls. Hatsume suggested them, and I think they'll really up my game. Plus, Ida's been showing me how to use my legs better, so my fighting style has changed. Looks like other people improved their costumes too.
You're not the only one here with a brand new style. We've all been making changes here and there. Now's the time to upgrade.
That's right.
Remember, older students with more experience than you will be at the provisional licensing exam. There's no doubt this will be tough. But again, try not to overthink things too much. If you get lost in your own head, you're done for.
Hey, All Might. It's dangerous in here. You should be careful.
Yeah, All Might, watch yourself!
Watch yourself, huh? I guess that only makes sense. To everyone else, I'm just a weakling now. Someone who needs to be protected. Even if it's by my own students.
I head to the... Let's begin! Our days of training flew by. Soon, it was the day of the Provisional Hero Licensing Exam. And so, we all gathered at the National Takoba Arena.
If you can pass this test and get your provisional licenses, then you novice eggs will hatch into chicks. You'll be semi-pros. Do your best.
All right, let's call out the usual, you guys. On my mark, plus... Ultra!
Who the heck is this guy? He's way too excited. Wait, that uniform. You're from Shiketsu on the other side of Japan. Of all the hero courses out there, that one rivals UA's.
You know it's pretty rude to barge into other people's huddles like that, Inasa.
I'm so very extremely sorry! I just wanted to say plus ultra! You see, I really love UA High School!
As a Shiketsu student, it's important that you cultivate the proper behavior. You may be our golden boy, but you have much to learn.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
The idea that I must sanction my classmate is deplorable, but I'll do it.
Thanks for this passionate training session! What a thrill! I'm in good hands, sir!
I believe my lesson has gone over your head. What a waste of my time. Light. En route. Engage.
Just getting started.
Meaningless. Now's the time. Prepare for death. Squish.
Each and every move!
En route. Engage. Here and now. You're a nobody. Intense. Don't take me lightly. Resign yourself to defeat. Here and now. You're a nobody. Intense. Sheer folly. Meaning.
Oh, man! I lost! Win!
You didn't realize the difference in our strength. Amazing.
And yet I greatly appreciate it, nevertheless! How extremely honored we are to compete against the incredible students of UA! I'm so looking forward to it!
Enough.
Inasa Yuarashi. He's the same year as you all, and received the top scores for students admitted through recommendations. Although, for some reason, he turned UA down.
This guy says that he loves our school, but he passed on his chance to enroll when it was offered?
He's the real deal. Watch out for him. Now, change into your costumes and head to orientation. You've got no time to waste.
It's the day of the Provisional Hero License Exam. While Class 1A prepares for the test, a mysterious student suddenly appears. Let's begin! And just like that, our exam was about to start. We changed into our hero gear and assembled, anxious to hear the details of the first part of the trial.
So, anyway, here are the basic rules. Listen well. The examinee will put 3 of these targets on his or her body. They can go anywhere you want as long as it's an exposed area. That's only fair. The targets are programmed to light up whenever they've been touched by the balls we're handing out to you. If all 3 of your targets are activated, that means you're out. You get to the next round by taking down 2 people, but only the first 100 students to fulfill the requirements move on. That's the basic gist of it. Got it? Good. Without further ado, let's begin the first part of the licensing exam. 4, 3, 2, 1, start!
An earthquake! No, someone's quirk must have caused the ground to break apart. This is bad. I've got to find everyone, or at least some of my classmates fast. If I'm alone, I'm done for. The other schools have had so much more time to work together and train. They're versed in battle. I don't know why, but I'm actually getting pretty excited about this.
Tag, you're it. Not smart. Staring off into space. But what's really weird is that you're in trouble and still smiling.
What? This girl came out of nowhere!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
That hat. You're from Shiketsu.
You're still calm and composed. So cool. Time for a super battle. Supers? All I have to do is tap you with the ball, and that makes 2.
Huh, you sure like to talk. I've got to make sure I don't get taken out. Time for a kick!
Wild!
Here I come!
Wild! I can still do it!
I'm okay!
Okay. Now it
Doesn't
begins!
affect me. I'm serious!
Now it begins! Okay.
Is that it?
Wild! I can't take it anymore.
Win!
All right! I'm starting to get it! What? She disappeared again?
I tracked you down because there's a good possibility that UA's students will be ganged up on. I wanted the chance to talk. UA is such a prestigious school, and I've taken an interest in you.
That was close!
Oh, you think my quirk lets me disappear? That's not it. I was just hiding. It's just a technique. One that lets me become invisible to any of my opponents.
Wait, you learned a technique that impressive at Shiketsu?
You got it. I hold my breath, clear my mind, and disappear. It's simple. The hardest part is not thinking, to be honest. The trick is to not view your training as some kind of chore.
Almost got me! I'm trapped. I couldn't find my classmates, and now I'm the target! The worst case scenario I thought of earlier is now a reality.
Are you okay? Over here, hurry!
That voice! It's Uraraka! Whoa! Let's begin! We got split up because of someone's quirk, and then we were surrounded by other examinees. Suddenly, Uraraka called out to save me. But then, out of nowhere, the ground under her collapsed. And we were in big trouble again.
The ground's so shaky, I'm gonna fall!
Back at camp, I chose to fight and save someone, but at the cost of my arms. If I had only been faster, I would have been able to get Koda to Mr. Aizawa sooner. And then I could have gone after the villains myself. And if Kachan was never taken, then All Might would never have had to fight against All for One at the warehouse. To help others, you have to be able to take care of yourself. Until my body is able to catch up to my quirk, I won't use One for All at 100%. Instead, I'll rely on support items to compensate for my weaknesses.
Thanks. Sorry, I really messed up back there, huh?
No, that's not true. You were outnumbered. But be honest. You're someone from Shiketsu, aren't you? Uraraka can now ignore her quirk side effects for a short period of time and use it to make herself float without getting sick. But you haven't tried to use that power at all, even though you were in danger. And even more suspicious, you exposed yourself to the enemy without a plan. That's not like the Uraraka I know.
If you saved me even though you knew I was a fake, does that mean you were trying to use me somehow? Cute. Please tell me more about yourself. Everything.
She scratched me? What's the matter with this girl?
Deku, are you okay?
Final round! Ready? Clash!
Here's my first Isn't it dull? Now it's time for a super battle. Even if it's heavy! Take that! Ouch! Like this! Time to prep! Take that! What? Even if it's heavy! No way! Impossible! Take that! I'll prep up! Counter! Floating for real! Harsh! I can still do it! This is the end! This should be enough. Crazy. The worst for real.
Win!
That was very instructive. Amazing! Those reflexes! Ochako Uraraka. He really trusts you a lot, you know. I wanted to talk to him more, but not with so many people around. Bummer.
We can't chase her! It might have just been her quirk, but it looked like she wasn't wearing her targets. We don't have much time left, and it would be hard to get a point off of her.
Sure.
Uraraka! There you are! Let's begin!
I wasn't exactly sure I made the right move running off with Bakugo and Kirishima. Before long, we ran into Shiketsu. This rude guy had a gross quirk, and somehow, he turned Kirishima into a literal meatball.
This is a demonstration. Proof of the difference in level between our classes. We value obligation and dignity, things that appear to be sorely lacking among you.
You shut your face! Obligation? Dignity? You just like to hear yourself talk. Show us with your actions, not your cheap words! If you can.
He's hard to follow. Makes me feel kinda dumb.
He said his beady eyes are full of tears so he can't see how strong his opponents are.
My eyes are dry and handsome, thank you!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
UA. I have respect for your school. I take pride in the fact that our institutions are treated as equals. But your class has done nothing but erode my respect. Especially you, Bakugo!
What? I hate your type. You're dead!
It begins.
I'll crush you!
Don't be insulted. I'm not like you.
Yeah! stupid pest! Hold away! It's just begun!
Time to spare.
Take this! Let's do this! What a pain!
Don't be insulted. Critical hit.
Blast off! Shut up already! Max output! Blast
What's wrong with me?
Win! Come on! Let me enjoy this a bit! Huh. This has nothing to do with what school we go to. Fact is, I'm just stronger than you. Don't forget it.
Beast, I see what I must do. The only way to teach each of you a lesson is by breaking you. Then you'll know what it means to be dignified and behave like a hero!
What's with this guy? Fighting right now is pointless. Let's just get this over with.
Projectiles? What a nuisance. I'll make you something more appealing.
Don't ignore me!
I wasn't.
No way! You don't...
Let's begin!
This test has an unusually low passing rate. At first this seemed counterintuitive. With All Might retired, wouldn't it make more sense to flood the streets with heroes? But then I realized, this test weeds out the riffraff. I agree with that way of thinking, so I decided to thin the herd myself.
You're ignoring the test because you think you're superior? Are you insane? Also, you've been doing nothing but hurling insults at us this entire time. That's super hurtful.
I assume this means you recognize the truth in my words. Take this time to reflect on your failure.
I was talking about my classmates!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
I'll take the first move!
Dangerous.
Smack! Electrical!
Electric shock!
Ah! You can keep going! Shake and tremble!
Dead shot. Resign yourself to defeat. Here and now.
Get him! Beware of lightning strikes!
Prepare for death. I screwed up.
Electrical!
It'd be dangerous.
Shake and tremble!
My senses.
Boom! Strike back! Crackle! Crackle! I'm gonna discharge!
Time to spare.
I'm damn tough! Excellent!
Electric shock. What's wrong with me?
Win! Yeah! How was my electricity? Excellent! Bakugo might seem like a total jerk on the surface, but he's trying hard to be a pro hero. And Kirishima is such a good dude that he rushed an enemy for his friends, even though it was a stupid thing to do.
I'll teach you to be more aware of your place, you degenerates!
You only know bits and pieces of info about these guys. Don't insult them when you don't know them!
What took you so long?
That was weird. Thanks, man! The more damage he takes, the more people get released. No wonder he relied on long-distance attacks.
I found...
Let's begin!
As the representative for Class 1A, it was my duty to search for my peers. But when I met up with Ayama, we found ourselves surrounded by other examinees. Then for some reason, Ayama fired his laser beam toward the sky. As the head of our class, it's my responsibility to lead the others. I want to serve UA and all of its students to the best of my abilities. That's what my brother would do. It's through my actions that I'll realize my ultimate dream. But seriously, Ayama, what are you doing?
I'm standing out. If you try to protect me, you'll fail the test. I've already got 2 of my triggers hit, and they'll be swarming me soon. You'll have a much better chance without me. With your speed, you should be able to hit their targets.
Where is this even coming from?
Papa, Mama, why am I so different from everybody else?
My ultimate dream has always been to be an equal to the amazing people at our school.
Ayama's laser! That's where everyone's headed! Please continue to swarm that area!
Ah, that's it. You're rounding up all of our opponents.
Now, Black Abyss! Covert Black Ops Arms!
He bought us some time. Go, 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 you guys! Get some out of them while they're distracted!
Everyone! Ayama! I don't know who you want to be equal with because I don't know what you're measuring yourself against. But this was your doing. Thank you!
Well, I guess this means my twinkling won't have to stop after all.
Only 7 spots left. Make that 5. The pressure's on now. In the final minutes, UA came together and pulled off some absolutely insane combos out there. And that's it. Every spot is now filled. 100 students will advance. The end is finally here. Wahoo!
We spotted your belly button laser, and that's how we were able to meet up with everybody. Thanks.
And with that, the first part of the exam ended. Somehow, everyone in Class 1A passed. But we weren't done yet. The second exam would begin soon. What would it entail? I found them, Ayama! So come with me to... Ayama!
Let's begin!
In the break after the first test, while we tried to prepare for whatever was in store for us next, the loud guy from Shiketsu started glaring at me. Hey, you. Did I offend you somehow?
Oh no. I'm sorry, did I hurt your feelings? Boo-hoo, Endeavor's son.
Huh?
I can't help but hate you and your dad. You've changed a little bit since the first time our paths crossed. But that doesn't matter. You still have your father's eyes.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
My father's eyes? Wait, what is that supposed to mean? Back off.
I'll freeze you. Freeze!
Freezing!
Hold on, how about some flame?
Storm on!
Sub-Zero!
You bastard! Here's an iceberg. Don't move. I'll freeze you. That's dangerous. Back off.
Freeze! It's super cold!
I'll freeze you.
I'm getting...
Freeze!
It's super cold!
I'm ready.
I'll blast this!
That's dangerous. Move.
I'm burning! Just getting started!
Oh man, I lost!
Win!
I can't stop. I won't stop. Amazing.
Yolarishi, calm down! Todoroki, I'm sorry for his rudeness. Let's try to work together in the second trial.
Now we will begin the next and final exam. For this portion, you'll be rescuing injured persons in a hazard zone. We'll be scoring you on a point system. If you have more points than the benchmark at the time the exercise comes to an end, then you pass the exam. Now, How about a story? Unknown villains have performed a large-scale terrorist attack spanning all of insert city name here. Your task is to save as many people as you can and help the injured. Now, begin!
With that, the final test for the provisional licensing exam was underway. I had to do my best and pass, no matter what it took.
That bald guy won't...
The second...
That bald guy won't...
Let's begin!
If I was going to get my provisional hero license, I had to overcome a villain attack and rescue victims. I decided to leave the injured to other people and deal with the bad guys. But then I ran into him.
Tell me, you sad excuses for heroes. Will you help my victims or fight?
He dodged my ice easily. But how about my fire?
I'm gonna blow you away! Why'd you use your flames? The heat makes the air rise up! You blocked me so you'd get all the glory, didn't you? Hatred's in your blood! You really are Endeavor's son! You're exactly like him!
What? I didn't do that on purpose. What the hell has been up with you this whole time? My old man's got nothing to do with this
This is completely outrageous. I can't believe you're arguing at a time like this.
Final round! Ready? Clash! To me, heroes should be full of passion. They bring hope and inspiration to people, with the fire burning in their hearts. They care! But all I see in you and your father's eyes is cold-blooded rage. Nothing but hatred and cruelty!
You think we're the same? Don't be ridiculous. I'm nothing like him. I have no feelings about my old man anymore. No. There's still some hate inside me.
Much more of this.
I'm boiling! All in!
Straggling. Someone just like me.
Oh no! I'm time to storm!
I got a little too warm.
Win! All right! This is the highest honor! Excellent!
You reap what you sow.
Crap! This anger in my heart. I've become the exact thing that I've always hated!
Damn it. I can't believe it. Our quirks aren't compatible, and we have zero teamwork. There's no way we can beat a top hero when we're at odds like this. Hopefully he understands too, and feels the same way I do. Lift up my fire from below. That's it!
In my whirlwind!
Create an inferno!
The second part...
Let's begin! Those who passed the second round were announced soon. The judges seemed to score us on the pivotal decisions made in the emergency situation. From UA, only Todoroki and Kacchan ended up failing the exam.
Todoroki! I'm sorry, it's my fault that you didn't pass the licensing exam and won't get your license! My focus was too narrow-minded, too selfish!
You're fine. I got us off to a bad start. Besides, I was able to realize something about myself thanks to your bluntness.
The provisional licensing exam was finally over, and I passed! And Deku, well, he looked like he was on top of the world.
So many people have helped me to get to this point, and some of them went through a lot of trouble to do so. It's like this is proof I've matured, that I've gotten stronger. And it makes me so happy. I need to show this to my mom and All Might as soon as possible. Let's begin! Night was falling by the time we got back from the Provisional Hero Licensing exam. That's when Kachan cornered me and said he wanted to talk.
You've always made me sick, Deku. You were useless. No power at all. A joke. Then suddenly you managed to get into this school with a brand new quirk that appeared out of nowhere. I haven't forgotten what you said before. That your abilities were given to you. You got your quirk from All Might, didn't you? He gave you his power.
As soon as he mentioned my quirk, I knew what this was about. That's what I get for breaking my promise. Why did you call me out here?
You and I both wanted to be just like All Might when we were growing up. I was the one who had the potential. But somehow, a little nobody like you was singled out by the person I admired most. That's why we're here. You and I are settling this. Right here. Right now.
Huh? What? Why are you doing this?
I want to know what made All Might give his power to a loser like you. Let me see for myself. Fight me!
Kachan, you can't be serious.
Final round! Ready? Clash! Is it because you looked up to him more than I did? And if that's the case, does it mean everything I've done to be like him is wrong?
No, of course that's not true! You were right to admire him the way you did! Just hold on!
Get lost! Our whole lives you were stuck to me. I couldn't get rid of you. No matter how much I tried, you kept coming back! I won't lose! Why did I end up having to chase after someone who was always so far behind me? Why did a damn small fry like you get strong and become the #1 hero's sidekick? His favorite! Shut up! What are you?
This
You better not forget this!
Win! All right! I'm starting to get it! Amazing!
You got so much better, and I'm the reason he lost his power! If I'd been stronger, if I hadn't been kidnapped by villains, then it never would have happened. So what the hell am I supposed to do now?
This guilt, he's been carrying it around, obsessing, hurting. He's blaming himself, even more than me. It doesn't really matter who wins or loses this fight. Even so, I have to go through with it. Because in this moment, I'm the only person in the world who understands how Kachan felt. If I'm gonna do this, I'm going all out.
You think you're better than me? But if you seriously believe you're gonna surpass me as a hero, even with your newfound power of yours, you better think again, you damn nerd!
You had so much going for you that I didn't have! All Might was my hero, but you were the person actually in my life! I thought you were incredible! That's the reason I kept chasing after you! You're the best. That's why I want to defeat you. I have to! In order to make All Might proud and surpass the expectations he set for me!
I won't lose to you! We're done here. I won this fight. You have All Might's power, but even using his strength, even after making it your own, somehow you still managed to lose to me. You're still pathetic.
Kacchan, you said you had some...
Midoriya.
Let's begin!
Stop this right now, both of you. I'm sorry, but I heard what you said. I didn't understand before. I should have. Young Midoriya was powerless, but still more heroic than anyone else. Young Bakugo, I knew you were strong. You were someone who could already fight. So I decided he should have the chance to stand in the ring.
But now you know I'm weak too. I always wanted to be like you, which meant being as strong as possible. But look what I did to you! Because I'm not good enough.
This is not your fault. I was going to lose my power. You're powerful, and I let that blind me. I apologize. I missed what was important. I forgot that you boys are just kids. Young Midoriya looks up to your strength, you know that. And I believe that's why you've always feared his heart and spirit, young Bakugo. Now that you've laid your feelings out on the table, maybe you'll understand each other. If you have mutual respect and focus on making one another stronger, you'll be unstoppable. You'll become the ultimate heroes. There's no limit to what you can do together.
Damn it. That's not what I wanted to hear. Deku, you had the strongest guy in the world lay the groundwork for you. Don't you dare lose again.
I'll work harder, so that I can beat you.
So talk, who knows about you two? You don't want this to get out, right, All Might? Well, your secret's safe with me. I won't tell anyone what's going on. I can keep my mouth shut.
And so, All Might told Kacchan the whole story. The truth behind One for All. About how he used that power to become the symbol of peace. How he was gravely injured, which limited his strength. And finally, how he chose his successor.
This secret, please keep it. I'm terribly sorry for asking you to do this for me, but I'm afraid it must be done. Thank you.
Yeah, fine. But this doesn't change what I have to do. I'm gonna end up the #1 hero no matter what. But Deku, things aren't gonna be the same from now on. You got that? I won't stop until I'm the most powerful. I'll fly higher than you could ever dream, even if you are the chosen one.
Right, then I'll be even better, stronger than you can imagine. That's how the secret between me and All Might became one the three of us shared. After that, it felt like my relationship with Kacchan changed. We were like normal rivals. Let's begin! A couple days after my fight with Kacchan, the top students of UA, known as the Big Three, came to our class. There, they explained how the Hero Work Studies program functioned. Those of us who had our provisional licenses would soon be going on patrols.
I can't introduce myself. I'm trying to imagine them as potatoes, but I can see their bodies. I know that they're still people. My mind is totally blanking. I can't say anything. I want to go home. Please, skip me.
Come on, Amajiki, cheer up! You need to have the heart of a lion, not a kitten. You know, even though you're human. Get what I mean? This is our kitten, Tamaki Amajiki. And hi, my name is Neji Reihado. Hey, Ashido, if your horns break off, you think you'll grow new ones? Ooh, and can you wiggle them? Mineta, are those balls your hair or what? I don't get it. How do you get a haircut? You're such a little weirdo.
Okay, everybody, let's make some noise. The future's gonna be...
The future?
Awful! That's your part, guys! Oh crap, my call and response was a total fail!
UA High. Let's begin!
Togata, you've gotten so strong! Hey, you know what? Guess! No, wait, I'll tell you! I want to play with the first years, too!
Otto, Mirio just fought them.
Hey, first years, what do you say? Let's have some fun!
Ribbit, are we about to start another practice fight?
I've still got a fighting spark in me. Come on, guys. Let's show off what we can do!
All right, let the match begin!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
I'll go first! Ribbit, figured it out yet? Like this? How about that? Ribbit! Better watch! Take this! I see an opening! Ribbit! It'll reach! Like this? Take a look at this! Ribbit! Better watch! You can't dodge this!
Leave it to me. Stay put.
Don't run! Wide open! Like this? Output 30! This'll hurt a lot!
Class Ultra!
I can't stand it.
Win!
Hey, did I win? Yay, I won! Amazing! So cool! I want to see your fun quirks again soon, okay?
Careful, Otto. You were so obsessed with their powers that I almost got hit. Maybe I should have stayed home today. Probably.
That's UA's big three for you. They're so tough.
They earned their name. By the way, should we be ignoring Tamaki? It looks like he's talking to the wall.
Wait! Please! I have a favor to... Let's begin!
Way to go, Mirio! I thought you hurt some of them by accident, you know? But no one was injured, so I think you did a good job. A+. Did anyone surprise you? I want to know. Come on, spill!
Huh, let me see. The one who came at me first analyzed my moves and then predicted what I do after that. I bet Sir would love to meet him.
Togata! Please! Fight me again! And if I win, I have a request. Refer me to the hero agency you're at. Then I can do your work study with you.
You again? Why are you so excited?
Your work study is at Sir Night-Eye's agency. I tried to ask All Might if he could introduce me to him, but he refused. So if I prove myself, I wondered if you could instead. Gran Torino told me a little about Sir Night-Eye. Can you please introduce us? His agency is perfect for me, if he'll take me on. My quirk is really similar to the way All Might's worked. So training with his former sidekick would be perfect. He could help me be a better hero.
For certain reasons, things between Night-Eye and me are complicated. I just don't want to talk to him. That's why I can't introduce you. But perhaps you can ask young Togata. He's working under Night-Eye's supervision, so maybe he can help you out.
Now I get it. Sure thing. I'm all about sparring with some stakes. Quick, let's get into our costumes. We shouldn't be wasting time, right?
Final round! Ready? Clash!
With my new style! Here's a kick! Ow!
Going in! I see right through you!
I'm working it.
Now see!
No time for break! Here I come! Ow!
They're good! Gotta predict! I can keep going!
Gotta make the most of my effort! I'll show you! I have the timing! Right! I'm gonna blast!
Lemillion?
Win! All right! I'm starting to get it! Excellent!
Midoriya, why don't you tell me what kind of hero you want to be?
I want to rescue people with a smile. I want to be strong so no one worries about me. I want to always win and save everybody. And eventually, one day I want to become the greatest hero.
Nice. Those are some pretty big goals. There's no reason for me to say no, though. So yeah, I'll introduce you. Sure.
You mean it? Thank you so much!
Yep. I always figured Sir Night-Eye would take a liking to you anyway.
I'm going to show you Let's begin! And with that, I accompanied Togeda to Sir Night-Eye's agency so I could meet the man himself. Hopefully, he'd agree to take me on. Sir Night-Eye's famous for being strict, not just on others, but on himself as well. But apparently, he still had a good sense of humor. In order to be accepted by Sir Night-Eye, I needed to make him laugh, just once. This was my moment, so I had to get through to him somehow. Problem was, joking around and being funny wasn't my thing. The only thing I could do was an impersonation. Something I'd practiced countless times in front of my mirror at home.
I'm Izuku Midoriya!
You fool. What are you doing with your face? You attempted this blasphemous excuse of an impression on All Might's former sidekick? All Might's wrinkles aren't like this at all. In his early days, his crow's feet were 0.6 centimeters long. From the Silver Age on, they were 0.8. I don't care for this one bit. You can see yourself out.
I want to work under you so I can become a stronger person than I am now. Please, just give me a chance. Let me prove myself.
Once I stamp this document, you'll officially be contracted with my agency for a work study. But I refuse to approve it yet. What benefit would you contribute to my agency? Show me what you would bring to the table using actions, not words. You have 3 minutes to try and take this seal from me. If you want to work as a hero under my guidance, then stamp that contract yourself. Then you can join my ranks.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
Don't concern yourself with what happens to the room. Just come and take it.
More kick technique! My new weapon!
This is probably it. Just as I thought. Mirio should have inherited One for All.
Kick! There! Kick technique! No time for breaks!
Take that!
Here I come!
Through here!
I'm working. Come on! Kick! Eat fire!
Nothing matter.
Win!
All right! I'm starting to get it! Amazing! Go on! Faster! Faster than even he can react! I can't just let him reject me now. Not after everything All Might and I have been through! He wanted me to have his power! He chose me!
I can see what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. The more I watch you, the less reason I have to think you have any potential. What an unsightly display. Have you given up already?
I didn't lose my focus or my drive. I just realized I was about to step on the poster for All Might's 10th anniversary. The one that was never for sale. It's basically priceless.
Don't tell me. He was in constant motion, jumping around the room as Gran Torino would, and yet, even emotionally off balance from my provocations? He formulated a strategy to defeat me, and remained aware of his surroundings. You're hired. You'll work here alongside professionals. But that doesn't mean I recognize you. You're no symbol, I'm confident in that. Regardless of All Might's mandate, you're not worthy of his power. Chisaki somehow...
Let's begin! The next day, I started my work study at Night Eye's agency. Suddenly, I was one step closer to my dream. Our first job was to go on patrol. Meanwhile, Night Eye was busy. As we kept watch over the streets, he was investigating Chisaki, the underboss of a small Yakuza organization called Shiei Hasaikai.
Sir and Bubble are the ones who are actually looking for the target today, so I can teach you all about the ins and outs of patrol duty. We'll get you up to snuff. When we put on our costumes and start hitting the streets, that's when we become heroes. So don't let your guard down, you got that?
Yes! Whoa! I'm sorry! You took a tumble. Are you okay? Can I, help you up?
You should be more careful. We don't want to cause trouble for the heroes. Let's go, Eri. I hope you two will forgive my daughter.
Please, please don't go.
Chisaki from Shiei Hasaikai? No way! You've gotta be kidding. Excuse me. Your daughter seems scared.
No, Deku, you're making him more suspicious. Chisaki obviously doesn't want us to pry. If we spook him now, he'll be even less likely to show himself. We have to let it go.
You heroes really pick up on the subtlest things, don't you? Very well. This situation is embarrassing, so I'd prefer to discuss it where we won't be overheard.
What? Eri, wait, are you sure? But why?
Oh, good. Done with your temper tantrum? Sorry to involve you in our family drama. I'm sure we wasted your time. Good luck with your work.
On my first day of work... Let's begin!
Sir, it was a total oops. I'm sorry. I mean, wow, what are the odds of randomly running into a target on the street like that? But still, we got lucky. At least I think we did. Our brief encounter yielded some new intel about Chisaki. He's got a daughter named Eri.
Her arms and legs were all wrapped up in bandages. I don't know anything else about her, but she was so frightened. She wanted to be rescued. There must be something we can do to help her.
Haste won't help the situation. Take your time pursuing a target. If you rush, they are that much more likely to escape. You're too naive to realize this, but you can't save everyone yourself.
My first day of work study was over, but I couldn't shake what I'd seen, and that I couldn't help that girl. That girl was so scared. She was shaking, and I didn't. Let's begin!
Oh yeah, Tamaki of UA's Big Three introduced me to a pro named Fat Gum. Soon after, I took to the streets doing my work study with them.
I'm the BMI hero, Fat Gum. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Red Riot. I've been having some big old trouble with delinquents around here lately. They think they're large and in charge. So I'm glad to have a real brawler on our side. Speak of the devil. Go get him, boys!
Heroes? Just what we needed. I'll take them down, man. You get out of here. I've got these losers.
No, you don't!
Crap, bro! I can't stick around here. Gotta use my insurance policy.
He shot me. But with what? It didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. He won't get away. I'll use my tenta... What? My quirk. It isn't working.
Get back here, come on! You should have at least saved your buddy, shouldn't you? You shot someone then ran off to save your own skin. Not much of a man, are you? This is a dead end, which means you're mine!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
I'm gonna fight like a man! So tough! Straight ahead! Round time! Watch me! Solid as a rock! Smack him down! Just try to crush it! Straight ahead! Watch me! Cut him down! Be a man! I can't wait to get back into it! Straight ahead!
Class Ultra! To be strong.
Win! Ha! This is the way a man lives! Amazing!
Stay back! I just wanted to get stronger. Please don't hurt me. Let me go, and I'll be good. I'm nothing but a pathetic weakling who wanted a taste of power.
I can't do that. You attacked Sun Eater, and I owe him. But I do get how you feel. Not that long ago,
No one cares about your sob story, wannabe! That was a feint! You're so gullible! See ya, stupid! No way you're catching me now!
Red Riot! Sorry I'm late to the party. My quirk is fat adsorption. Anything that touches my body sinks into it. Knives, bullets, you name it. Now stop wriggling and admit you're defeated. Fortunately, the commotion was contained quickly. But Sun Eater had been shot, and for some reason, he still wasn't able to use his quirk. I knew of drugs that could boost someone's power, but to think, there might be one with the power to take someone's quirk. That'd be a nightmare.
Thank you! I'll do my best! Wait. Thank you! I'll...
Let's begin!
I introduced Uraraka and Sue to the agency where I'm doing my work study. Yep. And soon after, we had to stop some villains we found clashing. Hey! Why are you fighting? Is it because you have the same quirk? That's super weird.
What did you say? I'll slaughter you!
Uraraka! Sue! Come on, let's go!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
I'll go first!
I'll knock you out!
Like this? You can't dodge this! Increasing output!
That hurt!
Better watch it! How about that? Too early? Take a look at this! Here's an opening! Like this?
Sorry for the wait. I'll settle this. I'll make it stronger. Revenge!
I'm so
Better watch out! I'll fire like this!
You moron!
Figured it out good! Like this?
Win!
Hey, did I win? Yay, I won! Amazing! Full charge, output 30. Spiraling surge! Go girls, now's your chance! Take this, Meteor for Fruitskis! Wow, you two! Oh my gosh, that was awesome! You didn't look nervous at all! Oh, by the way, I heard from Ryukyu that we got a request to go hang at the agency that Togata is working at. I wonder what that's all about. Somebody must have noticed our teamwork, because Sir Night-Eye requested we meet with him and some other heroes. He wanted us to investigate some villains. Later, we'd learn who. A Yakuza group called Shie Hasaikai. Hey, why are you fighting